I'm Charlotte Dillon. I have the two little ones here today as well, who fascinate me with their sensitivity and their imaginations. And I watch them every day being programmed by the world that we live in and learning how to behave. It doesn't really matter how old you are or what culture you're from. Really, when you bubble down across the globe, what our joys are and what our fears are, they're pretty similar. But I think it's more about how we connect and how we share knowledge that could change our world. So as co-founder of Roundtable, I work with empowering people with creativity. As the director of Head of House Designs, I'm an artist of masks and I play with identity. When I set up Kinetica Museum, I work with kinetic, robotic, interactive, sound, light and immersive tech experiences, which was fascinating and it's still a huge passion of mine. So my three worlds are colliding, and today I want to introduce you to Project Terra. So she is the first female version of the live interactive performance cyborg. I'll let you digest that. So a cyborg is part human, part robot. So an example, if you had a pacemaker or you have a prosthetic limb, that would define a cyborg. But also, I believe it's also the world that we live in, the technology that we're using all the time is connecting us more and more and more with our emotions as well as our practical everyday use of it. And so the concept technology is that it can also extend beyond the normal human limitations. Terra is, as in terabytes of information and knowledge, and linking to the earth as well, and maybe a little bit of a terror. Terra is a feminine creature. She started off as a reaction to all the aggressive male robots and objectified or haunting female robots that I watched growing up, mainly in the movies. With our work at Roundtable, I started to learn about the masculine and the feminine. And it's part of our nature. And it dawned on me that the feminine has been underrepresented, mainly in lots of industries, but especially technology. This is not about the male and the female. This is not about the man or the woman. This is the idea that all of us have a masculine and feminine energy. And when we can find that balance of the two, we're fair and productive. And we can help nurture others and make sure that we are getting what we want as well. The feminine is a curved line. It's about creativity, nurture, flow. It's the idea of this sort of circular concept of others. The masculine is a straight line. It's functional, it's direct, it's structure and it's self. So basically, as Terra is leaning towards the feminine to readdress the balance, we decided she should reflect nurturing learning, connecting others and inspiring creativity. It's a suit that's going to be operated by a performer. She's tall, she's agile, and she's playful. Her design is based on nature. Plants, mammals, and insects have influenced her design. She has LED lights embedded in her exoskeleton. She adds sound responses and reactions to her movements, and her suit can also open and close mechanically, like a kind of flower. This potentially is remote controlled operated, and people who do workshops can then actually control her suit as well, which would be great. She also has antenna, and the idea behind the antenna potentially is that they can track a face with latest face tracking technology, but they can also throw emotion. So you think about the animal kingdom with the creature. I do mask workshops, this is what I spend most of my time doing. The ears like this perked up, but if you're kind of distracted or you're a bit angry or you're interested. So we're playing with the idea of how you communicate physically. She will send you a code or a puzzle. You log into her system. You say hi. When you crack the code, she will send you a colour dial. You choose your favourite colour. She'll glow that until the next person cracks the code. So suddenly either she's glowing loads and loads of different colours as people are getting it, and you start to see the level of comprehension within the room, or she stays a colour for a while and maybe she adapts the puzzles depending on the levels that response we're getting. Then, when half the people have logged in and cracked the code, she'll know, and then she'll be able to send out a message for those who cracked it to find those who haven't. So we're starting to bridge gaps of skills and getting people to communicate with people that they wouldn't normally have met and get to play games and that playfulness together. She then, over a course of puzzles and challenges, will end up dividing the room into roughly 3/3. We're thinking about having a sound and getting the audience to participate, where we may set a beat or a rhythm or a hum or a noise of some sort, and then she's the conductor. And once everyone's in sync, She'll record it and then she sends you a soundbite to this information. So it's all about having fun, playing together, and using the technology that is around us all the time. Anyway, one of the things we want to do is we want to encourage other young people to design their own augmented reality that they can project over her. And you, as participants and groups, would be able to crack a code and then choose what you see on her. And then you can upload that image. So it could be a galaxy spinning around her upper torso. It could be plants growing up her legs. It could be water melting off her. Whatever people's imaginations want to play with. The idea is to push people's imaginations and think a bit differently. So AR, interactive puzzles, connecting people. But really she's a tool to empower in all sorts of ways. She's going to be hopefully mesmerising to watch. She's going to spark people's imaginations. And a bit like the world of sci-fi is basically the imagination of the science world. She's going to be fun to play with. She'll be a bit unique. She will be able to communicate in different ways. So the consequence of your actions will affect her shape, her colour and her movement. And the consequence of her actions may affect your movement, connections and skill set. The idea is as well that she will lead people onto a learning platform where you can design your own experience of what you want to learn. So she's going to connect people and through play and your own personal technologies. We have an incredible team. I'm quite excited and very proud to be working with these people. Spike Toombs is the chief maker. He's the original mastermind behind the 12 male performance robots that I had a bit of reaction to. Anam Hassan is supported by Jason Bruce Studio. Jason and I worked with 10 years ago setting up Kinetica, and he has become a sort of global kinetic artist, leading in architecture and lights and all sorts of interactivities. It's fantastic. So he is supporting Anam on the project. She's a young award-winning creative technologist and a visualizer, and she's developing the digital interactions for Terra. Matt Denton is a consultant on it. He made BB-8 and Star Wars, for any of you Star Wars fans. Star Wars! I've obviously got one. And he's an animatronics expert. And also Omar Boom is also a brilliant artworker and designer and ideas man who's helping me a bit. So we are looking for the final funding for her build, partners to support her educational programme, and partners basically to go forward in all sorts of ways. She's going to have quite a long lifespan in different stages. So she's going to be born on stage in front of 40,000 people in a headline act at a major UK festival at the end of this summer. That's then her infancy, where she gets to test out a few of her communication skills at festivals before heading to school. She goes to school to learn. Our team will gather information and data and work out some plans for the future, and inspire and teach. And we're going to run workshops. We're going to do light sculpture workshops, sound design workshops, robotics and interactive coding workshops, and just getting people understanding the basics of things so that they can then go on and do bigger, exciting ideas with it. But then in 2018, that's her teenage years, and we're looking to tackle body image, cybersecurity, online identity, and the impact of how we project ourselves, which I think is crucial in this day and age. Eventually, she'll have her own home. We're looking, imagine Science Museum meets immersive theatre, a bit of an interactive playground where nature and technology combine, and you get to have fun, learn, and contribute, build kinetic art. Thank you very much, everybody.